Holy shit, yo. One Piece chapter 845. Holy shit, dude. I'm so fucking shocked right now. That last panel is beautifully drawn. Do not get me wrong. That last panel where Sanji's holding Pudding, oh my god, that is so beautifully drawn. But I gotta say, Sanji saying let's get married tomorrow. Oh my god, that hits hard. That hits hard. Cause I mean, I like the idea of Sanji being with Pudding, don't get me wrong. I really like that idea. Like I think that if they were in different circumstances, these two would absolutely hit it off. But yo, because of all the build up towards this, that's like the eternal gut punch. Like I said, I feel like Oda is preparing some type of a plot twist with Sanji. I wasn't expecting it the very next chapter. I was not expecting that the very next chapter. That is one of those things where you just look at it and you realize that at this point, all of your preconceived thoughts and notions, Oda says, you can take those and you can throw them out the window because we're done at this point. We're done. We're officially headed towards the end game now. Like, this is so crazy. This is so crazy that Oda took this stance, man. Like, I love how you have that moment where Pudding is just embracing Sanji and she says, I know you just met me and I know I can never fill the hole in your heart that the crew has for you, but Sanji, I won't let our marriage be held to you. And it's just like, you can tell that she's coming from a genuine place. Like, it's almost like at this point she's starting to fall in love with Sanji, if not have already fallen in love with him because of everything that he's had to persevere through in order to get to this point. Like when she takes off, or excuse me, when he takes off that mask that Reiju gave him that suppresses the swelling of the body and basically stops the healing, and it's a mask to where Pudding doesn't see how badly he was beaten. You can tell her heart was just breaking in that moment. It was breaking at that moment. It's one of those times where you just look at it and I almost want to say, and this is corny, but I almost want to say, like, you want to find someone who loves you or looks at you in the same way that Pudding was looking at Sanji when she saw how badly he was hurt, because that level of concern is deeper than, oh my god, you got the shit beat out of you. It's deeper than that, and it's genuinely wanting to help you get better. Like, everything so far with Pudding feels like it's genuine, but given who our lineage is, it wouldn't surprise me if there's some type of twist with her as well. But what's so crazy about this is, like, you know, again, Sanji's like a Disney princess at this point. You know, and that's gonna trigger some Sanji fans. I don't mean it in a negative way. Obviously, Sanji's not in a tower somewhere. I guess he is in a tower because he's in Pudding's room. But he's not in a tower somewhere letting his hair down, waiting for Prince Luffy to save him. It's not necessarily that, but it's one of those things where he's in a similar type situation. And what's so crazy is, like with Sanji, it's tragic because, you know, he's telling Pudding, he's like, no, like, your mom's already got these bracelets on me. You know, I'll marry you, but in exchange, I'm using this as leverage, even though I'm reading him like, Sanji, you don't have any leverage. But he's like, I'm using this as leverage because I'm going to tell Big Mom to leave my crew, leave my loved ones alone. Don't harm them anymore. And it's just like, because of how Big Mom operates, I really don't think that she's going to agree to that, because leverage is all that she has. You know, this is one of those things where, you know, it's like a life lesson. Life isn't about what you deserve. It isn't about what you want. It's about what you're in position to get. It's what leverage do you have to get you from A to B? What leverage do you have that will get you from A to C? That's what life is really about. And that's a hard lesson that Sanji is about to learn right now. But what I like about this moment here is, like, you know, Sanji, even though he sees a potential mate, even though he sees someone where he can just settle, it almost feels as if Sanji was just, his heart was breaking again to that point. You know, he even says, like, I detested the fact that I was born into royalty and I left because of that, but my adventure ends here. And it's so crazy because when he says my adventure ends here and I'm going to tell Big Mom to leave my crew alone, you know what that really tells me? It goes back to what he told Luffy when he says, well, you'll never be king of the pirates. He's doing this precisely because he thinks that Luffy's going to be king of the pirates and he won't do anything to jeopardize that dream. Like, I love this moment right here. There's a bunch of beautiful stuff there. I really love that. And while all this is going on, you have Luffy who is holding firm. Even though Big Mom has assembled the Rage Squad, even though that's happened, you know, and they're saying there's Straw Hat Luffy, let's get him. Luffy's fighting fighting off everybody. Like Big Mom has Prometheus and she has Zeus, the clouds just up there, and they're making all this fuss. Even though all that's happening, Luffy's not moving from that spot. Like that is like, if Leonidas had Luffy and they were staring down like the 300 Spartans or the 1,000 or Persians or whatever the fuck they were fighting in the movie 300. It's been a while since I've seen that movie. But if Luffy was there, he would have soloed everybody. Like, it was one of those times, like, I'm watching this, I'm reading this, and I'm thinking, okay, could we potentially see Luffy pull a Fishman Island and just use hockey and just knock like 1,000 of these dudes out with a single glare? Like, I really wanted to see that Supreme King Haki kind of show his head again. But I like this chapter. I really like what Oda did here. That was so good. And I like how, you know, when Big Mom has like the party with Sanji's family, and they're saying, well, as long as our interests align, I have no problem with this. Sanji, again, you can tell like the wheels are just turning in his head. I think that there's something more to this. Like, the wedding is supposed to happen tomorrow, but at the same time, it almost feels as if Sanji, you know, the wheels have not stopped. Like, I feel like if I read that correctly, I feel like he said to Pudding that you are my savior. I think he's going to try and use Pudding as a way to potentially get off of the island. I don't know how. I feel like Pudding's going to play a role in this, but I want to know from you guys. I really want to know from you guys. You know, for Sanji, how did you take that final panel where he says, let's get married tomorrow? Like, obviously the Sanji and Nami ship has been blown the fuck up, but what do you guys think, though? Do you think that Sanji and Pudding would have been or are going to be a good marriage? Do you think that's something that could have worked? And if they would have met in another lifetime, do you think that they potentially would have hooked up? I think so. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. But as always, guys, if you like anything I had to say, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. Have an awesome day, guys.